John Tabacco, who is in Washington, D.C., in Capitol Hill. We just heard Donald Trump address over 1 million supporters in a D.C. rally, remaining confident that voter fraud will be exposed. He is not backing down. He is stronger than ever. When I say stronger than ever, I say that very melodically, because this man has managed to muster up so much stamina, strength, and ammunition from his supporters, and a lot of money nonetheless, over 250 million to 300 million that he's raised. Those numbers are still trickling in, but no one wants to see him leave power. No one wants to see him leave the White House. And with the threat lurking of the Democrats taking over the House, the Senate, and the White House, it's now more than ever that we need for the truth to come out, whatever that truth may be. And now a few hours ago, told myself, it's over. Trump has lost. The Democrats have won. But what we have come to see play out in 2020 is that it ain't over till the fat lady sings. And Donald Trump is definitely, without a doubt, gonna pull a rabbit out of his hat. And guess what? With over 150 congressmen who are refusing to certify the election, I think that we have a firecracker of a day waiting to go down. Do we have JT, Mike? Is JT?
We have Trump.
We still have Trump going on. Okay, so and we're on.
Yeah,
we could keep going.
We can go to the video.
Yeah, no, we already did that. We did the video of Trump, right?
He's still talking.
Yeah.
Do you want to put him on here?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
When is it going to be over?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's
well.
live.
Yeah, okay, so he's still talking, and I'm still talking, and everybody's still talking. Hopefully Frank is going to come in here and save the day and give me something else to talk about. But what I do want to actually address is very disturbing news. The UK's coronavirus strain detected in Florida. So I started earlier by reminding everybody that in New York City, our population has declined so much that we are about to lose 2 seats in the House. And all of our population has migrated to Florida. They have decided, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to have to not have a place to eat at or party at. And even though Florida has been faring fairly well in the economy, the unemployment rate is down, DeSantis has, in my opinion, done a great job at faring and balancing the state's response, but as well as keeping the economy going. Now, we know that there's a strain out of the UK that it's just been reported. This UK coronavirus strain has been detected in Florida, which has only been recorded a few times in the US, but could be spreading far more rapidly. It's seemingly 10 to 60% more transmissible than the original strain. I know for a fact, I read earlier this morning that there was been an isolated case up in Saratoga at a jewelry store. So this super spreading strain has made its way to New York State. But is the death rate higher? Is this causing more hospitalizations? That's the real question. I did some research, and this is what the numbers say. For example, take a virus reproduction rate of about 1.1 and an infection fatality risk of 0.8%, and imagine 10,000 active infections. That's how this strain is functioning versus the older strain. And Cuomo confirmed it, that it has arrived here. Now, de Blasio and Cuomo are at each other. Of course, these two are always at each other. But for the very first time, I'm agreeing with de Blasio. De Blasio has come out and he says that we need the vaccination immediately here in New York City, in New York State. Andrew Cuomo needs to make sure that it is distributed specifically to our healthcare workers and to our senior citizens. We know that the COVID-19 virus has ravaged through every nursing home. We also know that the population hardest hit are our seniors and elderly and those with who are immunocompromised and have other health conditions. But that population, they are the first to receive the vaccine, and that's how it should be. DeSantis was criticized not long ago for not responding quickly enough to the seniors in Florida. There was long lines in Broward-Dade County. But the truth of the matter is, my in-laws who are in Delray Beach got vaccinated. It was a very easy process. They didn't have to wait long lines. And if you really look at the way we are faring with other parts of the world, Canada, they're still not getting the vaccine. My mother is over there. My grandmother is in her late 70s, 80s. She hasn't been they haven't even reached out to the senior community there. So we are doing a little bit, we're taking steps to get this vaccine rolled out. And I think that this is going to be a huge, huge determining factor in getting our economy rolling again and really opening things up. But other than that, you know, there's a big divide. There's this concern of is the vaccine safe? Will I line up to take it? Now, originally, I had told myself I would rather jump in a pool of COVID than get this vaccine. But upon doing some research and upon hearing a lot of medical experts, and specifically talking to my very good friend Frank Morano on the WABC platform, who's on the other side of midnight, you guys should definitely check him out, 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. You know, he's brought on a lot of experts on his show, and I listen to him a lot. And a lot of the experts have said that this vaccine is safe, although it hasn't been approved for kids yet. That makes me feel better. I know that a lot of people want this vaccine and they want to get it so that we could start to live a normal life again. But the vaccine doesn't protect you 100%. It simply decreases your chances of either, you know, falling terminally ill or reducing the load of the actual infection in your bloodstream. But more importantly, I would like to see more research done. I would like tens and tens of thousands of people to get the vaccine before I line up. Of course, I'm not immunocompromised. I'm not the elderly. I'm not an essential worker. I'm not on the front lines. But I do feel skeptical a little bit. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, I'm not, but I just need more information. And on that note, we have just a couple of seconds left. Hopefully Frank Morano will get here and give us his insight on what has transpired. But as of right now, it seems to be kind of like the somberest day for the GOP here, when we have lost control of the House, of the Senate, and potentially the White House on January 20th. It makes me nervous to think about giving all power up to the Democrats, but I'm hoping that by 4 p.m. or later on today, we discover the election fraud that President Trump has been claiming, whether false or not. We deserve to hear what's on the table. We need to be patient. We need to see the evidence, and Congress is our last line of defense.